Hello, how are you today? I'm Dr. Shiroko Sokitch, owner of Heart to Heart Medical Center and the author of the book, Healing When It Seems Impossible, 7 Keys to Defy the Odds. And today I'm going to talk to you about allergies. I'm here in Northern California, and right now is sort of possibly the middle or the early part of allergy season, but millions of people suffer from allergies every year. So I'm going to talk to you about the different elements of allergies and why and what you can do about them. And there are really a lot of different things to do. And some of you may be exposed to plants and various kinds of things, and that's what's causing your allergies. And some of you may be allergic to everything all year round. And so I want to address all of those things. I'm going to start by talking to you a little bit about Chinese medicine because I think Chinese medicine is one of the best tools for managing your allergy symptoms, although there are also a lot of different supplements that I think are excellent for helping with allergies. And so first of all, in Chinese medicine, you're made up of energy, and energy travels through your body in certain patterns. And when your energy is out of balance, there are problems. So the whole idea of improving any condition is to get your energy in balance. When you have allergies, your energy is out of balance when you're exposed to the thing that's causing you to have problems. So the lungs, in Chinese medicine, the lungs are the organ that is most affected by allergy symptoms. So like if you have a runny nose and drippy eyes and sneezing and all of that stuff, that's when you have those symptoms. It's because your immune system is reacting negatively to that stimulus, right? Or to those plants that you're being exposed to. But there are many factors that play a role. So one of them is that your immune system could be out of balance, but it could also be hormones that are out of balance. And when your hormones are out of balance, sometimes your immune system doesn't work properly. So there's a hormonal element. And in Chinese medicine, very important is your liver. And the liver regulates the smooth flow of energy in your whole body. So it's the organ that affects the smooth flow of energy and how you react to your environment. So springtime is the time of year that the liver is most prominent, and that's the time of year that you might where your immune system could act up, because if the liver is being upset, then you'll react to everything in your environment. Stresses affect your immune system. Stresses affect your allergies. So there's all these different things besides just the exposure to certain plants that's causing the problem. It's also the exposure to imbalance, to having a lot of imbalance. Hi, it's great to see you. Thank you for being here. And thanks for the sweet heart. That's nice to see you, Anna. Yay, love you. Anyway, so when you're having lots of allergies, or when you're having lots and lots of symptoms, what you want to do is get your system in balance. And one of the very best ways to get your system in balance is to actually clean up your liver. And here is one thing that you could do. You could do my seasonal reboot. But basically, in the springtime, especially if you're exposed to certain things, you want to have your liver be at its optimal. And whenever I do acupuncture to help somebody with allergies, I'm always working on the liver, because the liver is the processing center for everything that you're exposed to. And we get exposed to so many different toxins all the time that if our system accumulates too many toxins, then it can't respond well to our environment either. And so that's one of the things that is really important to do. The second thing is to really find a way to keep your body balanced throughout the year. So like years and years ago, I remember seeing an allergist, and he was saying, think about it. If you eat dairy, cows eat grass. And so if you're allergic to grass, maybe you shouldn't eat dairy because that would make more mucus. Now, he was just being logical, like saying that cows eat grass and all that, but that really is true because dairy is a food that helps your body create mucus. And so one of the things to do when you're trying to avoid your allergies is to not eat foods that would trigger them. And one of them is gluten, and the other is dairy. So you want to stay away from those kinds of foods. And then the other thing is to keep your immune system functioning. So there's certain nutrients, some basic year-round nutrients that will help support your immune system. One of them is omegas, and the other is vitamin D. And those two nutrients will keep your immune system sort of balanced. It also helps your nervous system, and it helps your hormones. So that's a safe, simple thing to do, is to just keep everything in balance throughout the year. And especially in springtime, when you come along to the time of year of the liver, you want to take extra good care of your liver. And then you want to also take extra care of your immune system during that time. Usually in fall is the other time of year that people have allergies or tend to get sick. That's the time of year that the lungs are most active. And so in fall, you want to also extra take care of your immune system and your lungs in order to keep your body feeling at its best during that season. So the other thing about allergies, of course, it's hard to avoid plants during this time of year. So if you're allergic to trees, or you're allergic to flowers or grasses or things like that, trying to stay away from those things is actually kind of difficult, right? So again, the only thing that you really have control over in that setting is keeping your environment and your body at its optimal function. So next thing that you can do is, if you really are sensitive to all the blooming things outside, make sure that you have an air filter inside your home so that you're not getting all the pollens into your house. Second is that you can do nasal washes to get rid of the pollens that are coming up inside your nose. So like, let's say, do you know what a neti pot is? A neti pot is a pot that's shaped kind of like a little teapot with a little spout, and you put a cup of water and a teaspoon of sea salt in it, and you stir it and make sure it's a little bit close to your body temperature, so not cold and not super hot, or you'll burn your mucous membranes. And then you rinse your nose by taking the little teapot and pouring the water into your nose this way, and it kind of pours out the other side. And then you do the same thing the other side. Pour the water through your nose, and it rinses it out. You can do that twice a day. That will help. Again, push the pollens out of your system. Then if you get really itchy eyes, and another thing that you can do if you get really itchy eyes is you can create a little eye wash. So you can use eye drops. They're Similasan eye drops. I can type that in for you. They have some homeopathic remedies. That's the name, Similasan. Similasan eye drops. There we go. And so those can rinse. They can rinse the pollens out of your eyes, and they can also help reduce the reaction to the pollens. But another thing that you can do is take baby shampoo, like buy an organic baby shampoo, and take 1 drop of baby shampoo and put it in some water, and then take a very gentle either cloth or tissue, probably not a tissue, and then rinse the inside of your eyelid with the baby shampoo water. and it's the baby shampoo acts like a surfactant, and it's no tears. That's why I say baby shampoo, because it causes no tears. And then you can rinse the pollen out of the inner eyelid, of the lower eyelid, and then that will also help. You could also, like, if you wanted to, instead of using a very soft cloth, use like an eyedropper and kind of drop it into your eye and in the lower lid there, and then kind of rinse it out to remove the pollens. And then the third thing that you can do, of course, is to take herbal antihistamines. And certain supplements help your immune system balance in relation to the pollens. There are Chinese herbs. There's a Chinese herb formula that I just love called Bi Yan Pian. You can contact my office if you're interested in it. You have to be a practitioner in order to get it. But this is really helpful if you're getting really bad symptoms of allergies, and I typed that into the chat as well. And then there's a whole lot of different allergy supplements available from some of the high quality professional supplement companies. They all have an allergy supplement, and here are the main ingredients in these various allergy supplements. One of them is quercetin. And quercetin is something that comes from the inside of orange peels or lemons or grapefruit. It's the white part inside. And it does something called stabilize mast cells. So when you're allergic to something, your mast cells react to your environment. And when you're reacting to your environment, then those cells of your immune system that are the mast cells are unstable. And so what quercetin does is it actually helps strengthen those cells and helps them react less. It's a great idea to take it for many different things because it helps stabilize and strengthen your immune system as well, but it's really great for your allergy symptoms. Another supplement that's really helpful is N-acetyl cysteine. And that, what it does is it helps make glutathione, and glutathione is the super antioxidant, but it also reduces mucus. So that's its side effect. I remember years ago I took this product that was an antioxidant, and it had an acetyl cysteine in it. And for the first time in months, my sinuses cleared up, like within a very short period of time. And the cool thing about both of these things is that they're not like Band-Aids. So like allergy medication can really be Band-Aids. And these supplements actually strengthen your immune system and help your body tolerate things better. And so not only is it helpful in the symptom moment, but it's also helpful over time because it helps your body react less over time. Some of these supplements I've taken off and on for years because I used to have really bad allergy symptoms. So anyway, I'm going to type that into here too. Quercetin is spelled like this, and then NAC or N-acetyl cysteine help. And the cool thing about the N-acetyl cysteine actually is also because glutathione is a molecule that helps the liver do its detoxification process. And so if you have thinking about allergies and balancing your liver, so NAC works on a multitude of levels. So its side effect is to clear mucus, but it also helps the liver make glutathione, and it helps your liver work better, which also helps you have less allergies. So there's these like wonderful chain reactions to these products that will help support your immune system and your liver and help you not have symptoms. So that's really helpful. And then one other thing is stinging nettles. And a lot of allergy products that are out there have all of these ingredients in them, and they work synergistically. So like if you buy an allergy product, one of my favorites is one called D-Hist, D-Hist. And if you're one of my patients, you can come to the office and we'll give it to you. But it's got all of those ingredients in it. and it works better than a lot of the allergy medications. Again, if you avoid certain foods during, especially during allergy season, but possibly before allergy season comes along, that will help you. And those foods would be dairy and gluten and sugar. Sugar can really make your allergies a lot worse. So you want to stay away from sugar during allergy season. The last thing is to think about your life outdoors. One of the things that we have gotten away from, excuse me, is that we've gotten away from going outside and connecting with nature. One of the things that I love doing or helping you do is to find a connection with nature that works for you. And of course, if you're really miserable when you go outside, you maybe not be able to do this right away. But if over the course of the year, as you're living your life, every once in a while, just go out and connect to nature. I have some rose bushes outside, and that's my way of connecting to nature. So I go out in my backyard and I visit my roses, and it helps me make that connection with the outdoors. And that also can be a helpful thing, because it's almost as if nature is talking to us when we're so overloaded with toxins and so overloaded with chemicals in our environment, that if we can just connect to nature again, that might be helpful. And of course, last but not least, acupuncture is very helpful. It's helpful in many ways. One, in preventing allergies from happening, and it also helps get rid of the symptoms. I have patients who've been on steroids and medications for years, and after a few acupuncture treatments, their symptoms are gone and they no longer have to take those medications. So that's a very helpful way to deal with all of the things that we all go through during allergy season. So if there's any questions, please post them here in the chat and I will be able to see them. And if not, then I look forward to seeing you on Acupuncture. So there's my little arsenal of things that I recommend for allergies, and I hope to see you again very soon. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.